Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Then now this environmental pollution in India. This slide is completed. Present is already completed. Then is the environmental protection and environmental protection involves mention. This is the air, noise, and water pollution. This is consumption textile industries, water consumption in textile industries. This is 550 to 300 liter per kg fiber. And depend nature of fiber and processing steps 1 to 2 million liters per day for 50,000 meters daily production. Large quantity water gets discharged, pollution of surface groundwater, and then increase in the salinity affecting agricultural produce. Okay, and then now the characteristics of the textile effluent. The diverse in nature is the contain large variety of organic and inorganic material used. Okay, and I discussed degumming. Previous class I discussed about degumming. Degumming is the any types of uh, paint. The any types of wild grease is the in the cloth, but you use the gum and is use gum in the cloth and then you remove the this type of fire and grease from the cloth. Okay, and using scoring, bleaching, dyeing, printing, and finishing. This is the textile effluent is a part of the. This is the design, scoring, bleaching, dyeing, and printing and finishing. Okay. Then after the inorganic substance or inorganic substances means the oxidizing and reducing agents, salts, acids, and alkalis. This four is the inorganic substance. Organic substances means the chemicals. Inorganic means chemicals, and organics dyes, organic acid, thickeners, finishing agents, detergents, textile auxiliaries. This is the all are the organic substance and the inorganic substances. Okay, and then now the methods resolving effluent problem. What is the you use the which type of method? The problem solve the effluent problems. Okay, the discharge to local authorities so that the wastes can be purified in admixture with the domestic sewage. Okay, and then now is the consent or to the local authority is essential. This method of disposal is often the most satisfactory provides. Okay, this method of the disposal is often the most satisfactory provided, and the charge and the standard LED down by the sewage authority are the not excessive. It is in fact the method most commonly adopted. This type of method is the solve the problems and this type of effluent problems. And then then continuously method is always effluent. Repeat the effluents to make them acceptable for discharge to the sewer. Okay, and the carry out fall purification treatment at the factory and then discharge either to river or a stream. And the standard of quality for discharge to a stream are more stringent than for discharge to sewer. Okay, this is a carried of full purification treatment at the factory, then the discharge either to river or stream. मतलब you after suppose your industrial waste suppose you directly discharge in the river, but not this type of chemicals and dyeing paint. This is very harmful for the aquatic life. Okay, so this you first you pre-treatment, then you treat the all effluents, then you discharge this type of waste in the river. The standard of quality for discharge of stream are more significant stringent than for discharge to sewer. Okay, and then all this to make attempts to minimize pollution right from the beginning of each process. And this approach is known as the waste reduction at the source or waste minimization technique. And the treatment of the effluent is known as the pipe treatment. This pipe treatment with the suppose is the two types of sources. This you all are known as the point source and non-point source. Okay, I have discussed about the pipe treatment. What is the pipe treatment? Anyone can define this. I discussed already in the previous class. This is the pipe treatment. Suppose your waste, this is the industry. Okay, this is a chemical industry, and through the pipe. Okay, this pipe the effluent in the discharge in the river. This is the pipe treatment. Okay, suppose you industry the after treatment all dispose all wastewater disposed from this pipe in the river. Okay, okay, this is a river. So this is the pipe treatment. Okay, and then not the between the two approach, that is waste minimization and the indoor pipe treatment. The waste minimization technique have been considered to be most important for pollution control and environmental protection. Okay, so this is the two approach already used in the minimization techniques and the waste management process, environmental process management process. So EPM, pollution management, or EMS, environmental management system. So you follow the 3R and 5R. This is the 3R. Okay, and is the 5R. This is the follow. This is the follow of the 3R process application at 5R. 3R means the reduce, reuse, and recycle. First, you reduce, and then reuse, and then is the recycle. Okay, reduce, reuse, and recycle. This is the for the 3R. And the 5R is the first one is the what is the reduce, reuse, recycle, route, and anyone? I already discussed. I already many times to discuss this 3R and 5R. Anyone can define? Is to follow the three type 3R and 5R. Okay. You you okay. Then now is the tolerance limit for industrial effluent. I already discussed it. Tolerance. You know about tolerance? Anyone? I already discussed in the previous class. I discussed just the tolerance means. Anyone? This is the column. Suppose I just discussed. Okay. Suppose tolerance means this is you hang the plumb bob and measure the upper it 100 mm. Okay, and bottom part is the 100 mm. So this is the tolerance is 0. But you check the you suppose you get 80 mm and 100 mm, it is 20 mm with the tolerance. Okay, this is the only plus minus. Okay, 5 mm tolerance is the acceptable. Okay, and this is the characteristics color and odor, suspended solid, dissolved solid. Okay, this is all are the parameters. This is psychoparameters. And into the inland surface water, this is the values given into the public shaver. 194 the irrigation and into marine coastal area. This is the all are the values is given. Okay. This is when all is handed. So this is all are the color order. This is color dash. Okay. And so it's 100 milligram per 600 200 milligram per or given. And TDS. Okay, PS temperature, oil and grease, BOD, COD, chromium, copper, zinc, sulfide, and pesticides. Okay, this is as the industrial effluent tolerance limit is the given. And then now this is the effect of effluent disposal. What is the effect? Okay, then now this is the effect of water colors. The color psychological colored water give the impression of the high pollutions. Okay, this is suspended solid, the colloidal and suspended impurities produce turbidity in the receiving water, turbidity together and the color causes unsightly. Okay, and then the unsightly appearances and the piece is steam acidity or the alkalinity makes the effluent dangerous to the aquatic life. Okay, and the becomes unsuitable for any other purposes. And the while increase then interface with the oxygenation of the steam as they are from blanket on the surface or the prevent it into the oxygen at air and water interface. And total dissolved solids dissolved inorganic matter mainly sodium salts NaCl and NH4 increase the salinity of water and consequently it becomes unfit for the irrigations. Okay, and then now this is the effect of effluent disposal. The effect is the very important. This is the directly effect the disposal with the rivers and lakes, the directly impact of the aquatic life. Okay, this is the very toxic elements available in this the industrial effluent such as the textile. The toxic substances is chromium sulfide and chlorine. And dye, this is a particular ozo dyes which is present in textile effluent are toxic to fish and organisms which carry out water purification in this. Thus, the cell purification of the water body is affected. Okay, and then the second is depletion of the dissolved oxygen substances present in the textile effluent, such as starch, dextrin sulfide, etc. Okay, this is the depletion of the dissolved oxygen substances present in the textile effluent. And then only the start on oxygen demand as steam then will be deprived of oxygen and then the aquatic life are thus affected adversely. Okay, the side on the oxygen demand, the steam then will be deprived of oxygen and then aquatic life are the affected adversely. Okay, and then now is the effect on land. The effect on land, the excess sodium content in textile effluent is the harmful to crops, and the high alkalinity combined with the salinity impair the growth of the plants. Okay, the effect of the effluent disposals. Okay, the directly impact on the land. And the steps involved in the effluent treatment, the primary treatment is skinning separation of the coarse suspended matter such as the pieces of rags, fabric and yarn, lint, etc. The collation, the water from the various textile processing operation is discharged at different time intervals. This is likely to cause variations in the term of pH temperature. It is essential to equalize the effluent to a certain pH and a temperature, otherwise the subsequent biological process based on the purification with the help of microorganism is the several affected. Okay, so this is the primary treatment skinning separation of the coarse suspended matter. This is the stable effluent treatment. Primary parts, the skinning separation. This is the types of cracks of a flood body. Okay, the equalization of the water from the various textile process operation is discharged at different times interval. This is likely to cause variations in term of pH. And then the productivity neutralization, the secondary biological process is effectively under the pH is 6 to 9. The between below the 6.5 is the acidic and the 8.5 be above the this is a basic. Okay, alkalinity and acidity both have the tested from the under the pH value. It is therefore essential to bring the effluent within the pH range. The pH range is the different. 7 is a neutral and 7.1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is something. That is an 8.5. Even the 8.5 we get the basic. Okay. And then is the being reflected within this pH range. And the chemical coagulation to remove the color, suspended solid, some of the decomposed products, the effluent after the utilization are treated with the coagulants like alum, ferrous salt or synthetic. Okay, the polyelectrolytes. In this process, such as some of the impurities settle at the bottom of the effluent and disposed of as sludge. Okay, this is the primary treatment part. Okay. Then now this is the secondary treatment is the already discussed is the biological treatment taking filter ferrous plus process aeration lag on oxidation bond. This comes under the secondary treatment. Okay. And the common effluent treatment plants is the for small units of the installation and maintenance of the secondary treatment plants is not economical. The first one is the installation and the maintenance of the secondary treatment plants is not economical. It is therefore suggested to install the common effluent treatment plants. Okay, it is therefore suggested to install common effluent treatment plants. A small unit in the proximity can discharge the effluents, and the cost involved may be the shared among the units depending upon the volume of later on and the air pollution. The tertiary treatment. Tertiary treatment is fine to the under the disinfection. This is the most common tertiary treatment is the absorption on activated carbon. It's used in the RO. Okay, this is use charcoal. This is all are disinfect the water from the help of the activated carbon. And then on the reverse RO or reverse osmosis filtration of the effluent through the membranes. In the membranes using the RO process is the SF rod and the MF rod, MFSF or SF rod is the external part of the RO system. Okay, means reverse osmosis. Okay, then they use the SF rod is a skinning filter. SF rod MF is a microfilter. Microfilter in the part of the machine or machine. Okay, and then the rejected virtually all dissolved substances. They thus the water thus the level will be better than raw water and suitable for the recycling. Okay, this is the part of the tertiary treatment is the disinfection. And that's the criticism of reverse osmosis RO. What is the RO is defined? It is one of the most efficient technology for the removal of salt or in the general total dose or TDS. How to remove the TDS? How to measure to TDS? How to measure TDS? Totally, suppose it is the one block, two this is the two containers, like it is the MPT, it is the field of water. Okay. Suppose if first the MPT container is the 100 grams and the fuel of water is the container is the 150 grams. Okay. And then now is the you the weight then tested. You put in the 150 gram is the container filled of water, the put in the oven. Okay. Put in the oven, then after 24 hours is a fight the water is dry. Okay. Water is dry means water or the water is shocked. Okay. Then now do again wait the minus is the this minus impd 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 and this is the pot. Okay, this is you getting the compared to the one hand example. Do something and something given. Okay, this is the how to test the from the TDS value. How about the capital's intensive technology, both in the term of initial cost and maintenance cost? Those are the intensive technology. This is the both in the terms of initial and the membranes are the very expensive and prone to choking. This is a very good. This membranes are very expensive. This is one as a product is the comes from the 40 rupees. Okay. First one is a product is the filter. The water is a solid particles. Those big particles as screening. So this is the screening process from the SF card. The technology is the more suitable for handling so much for small volume and is already fluent. This is the good part is the this is technology the most suitable for the handling a small volume of the least quality effluent. The volume of the effluent from textile mills are large and more the complex in nature. जुमला बहुत खूब. Okay, then now is the Bono effluent from the textile mills are the large and more the complex in the nature. Okay, and then now this is the part of the reverse osmosis. Any doubts? Any problems? It's a must do first you support technology more suitable for the handling small volume, less polluted effluent. Okay. Then now, so under the basic reverse osmosis can be used economically and efficiently. Okay, the RO is the never becomes economical for the treatment of raw effluent and suggestions for the economical and efficient use of reverse osmosis and separately create reasonable clean wastewater. Okay, under the subject of population and the use for RO, this is the under the RO use the economical and effluent efficiently. And in this way, the load on RO plants will be reduced. Chance of membranes choking are minimized. Suppose your chance of membranes choking means the field of the membranes, then you indicate the colors, the red and blue. Okay, you see after you RO is the RO blink the red and blue color. The blue color the blink the this is the your RO is the your RO is the condition the bad condition. The suppose red is the your or chalk. Okay, this is chalk the RO system. Then chalk RO system not any water pass the water and then you again change the ice rod. Okay, then you start the this type of the okay function. The water is the suitable for recycling and then the 40 to 60% water may be the recycled. Okay, suppose you use the RO. The RO is the maximum water. Maximum suppose is the 40-50% water is the from the flow of directly flow from the one small pipes. And only 40 to 60, let's suppose you 50% water is the recycled. Okay. This would reduce the considerable quantity of the fresh water consumption, less volume of effluent water. Okay. And the water of rinse water from the dyeing and closer to the rinsing water, clean water for the reuse. Suppose you see the RO the in rising water from the dyeing is the first the color rising water. Okay, you see the image and what you image you see. Then all the membranes. Okay, and the concern rate. Okay, you see the image. You completed is the confirmed RO is the water from the dying. Okay, and there is the other alternative for the RO reverse osmosis. The option one is subjectively effluent to the biological treatment absorption on the carbon bed RO. Option two is the rise in the water absorption or carbon bed, and this is the RO. Okay. Okay. Then now the second option is the rinsed water. And then now these are shows on activated carbon bed. This is activated carbon. How to suppose first we define activated carbon bed. Activated carbon bed is the dry bed to the first C first science. Okay. Then now the He2 the activated carbon 1 and 2. This they need to utilize the water from the reuse. Okay, the any type of suppose the water the activated carbon how to make from the wood burning. With the absence of the oxygen. Okay, and the waste minimization, there's a benefits reduction in the consumption of raw material and energy. The first 5 is the reduction. Reduction, okay, reuse, and then reduce the generation of the waste and reduction in the cost of effluent treatment and improvement in the production efficiency and the product quality. Okay, this is the waste minimization. Advantage of the cleaner production is already discussed the cleaner production, the improvement in the products and the processes, the increased competitiveness through the use of the new and improved technology. Okay, improve the technologies and the generation of waste waste saving a treatment cost, reuse or recycle of the waste, and the green product image, energy efficiency, conversion of the resources. This is the advantage of cleaner production. Cleaner production is another one different topics in the cleaner production. And is the reduce the liabilities associated with the treatment and the storage and the disposal of hazardous waste, improve the health and the safety and the moral of the employees and the compliance with the governmental regulations and the enhanced public acceptance and the compliance in the attaining sustainable development. Okay, this is the advantage of the cleaner production and the trade prospects. The trade for the upper increased positions and the further trade image win over the consumers. Certification levels, the skilled professions, environmental benefits, and process development. And the further trade image is the domestic and global between the partners and the mediators. Okay, and the second is win over the consumers, the reliability through the quality eco products and the air products. And the third one is the certificate and labels. Another domestic and global international standards of the management. This is the certificate. And the skill professional skill employment training, international approach. Okay, environmental benefits with energy conservation, waste management, reduction in the various pollutants, and process development, efficient in quality output. This should simplify the reco friendly process. This is the first you just start from the efficient and quality output. Okay, then energy conservation, then skill employment, then domestic and global industry standards, then liability through the quality, and the last one is domestic global and the partners. Okay, and then now this is the state prospects of the increased pollution. Then the pollution prevention. What is the pollution prevention? And the conventional waste treatment often causes only a transfer of the waste from the one phase to another. Then use the treatment usually results in the generation of solids, sometimes hazardous, which are the buried in the landfill. Disposal of waste in a landfill can result in the groundwater contamination, gas formation, and the problems with odors. In other words, waste treatment is the not necessarily the cure. Okay, this is the pollution prevention. The conventional waste treatment, the problems with odors. In the other words, is the waste treatment is not necessarily the cure. This is gas formation, groundwater contamination. This is the pollution prevention. How to prevent the pollution? As the regulation becomes more stagnant. Okay, and the compares the force towards the more technological sophisticated treatment method. The result is an increased cost of for waste management and sometimes and forces companies to go out of a business more and more companies realize that reducing the waste at the source is necessary to reduce the cost of treatment. Okay, this is the more and more companies realize that using the waste to add the resources are necessary to reduce the cost of the treatment. And the pollution prevention is defined as the this is the measure the eliminated the reduced pollutions prior to the effluent treatment. And the pollution prevention does not only reduce water pollution but also minimize the release of pollutant to the land and air. So it should be the top priority of the management and policies. Source reduction is should be the top priority of the management priority policy. There's a pollution prevention strategy. The best way to reduce the pollution to prevent in the first place. With the best way to reduce the pollution to prevent the first place. Suppose you first enter the generation of pollution. Then first you place with the reduce the pollution. Then managing waste through the source reduction. Okay, and the managing waste through the source. There's an effluent treatment as a last alternative is a often the pollution prevention strategy. Pollution strategy is the quality control of raw material. How to control the quality of raw material? How to control? Because the first use the disposal site. Okay, which type of disposal site you require raw materials? Which type of control? How to call quality control? Performance test on the raw material shortly after receipt and persist the materials in the returnable containers. Chemical substitutions replace the chemical with the less polluting ones and process modification. Use low liquid ratio dyeing the machines. Use counter current washing to reduce water use. The query control raw material perform the test on raw materials shortly after the receipt. And the process raw material in the returnable containers, chemical substitutions replace chemical with less polluting. Process modification use low liquid and ratio dyeing the machines. Use concurrent washing reduce the water use. Okay, so this is the pollution prevention strategy. The number of washing steps, water saving. The typical water saving using the counter washing, concurrent washing. Number of washing is 2 and water saving percent 50%. The suppose your number of washing step with 3, the use save the water is 67% and the 4 washing step is 25%. And fifth number of washing step is fifth is 80% water saving percent. Okay, this is a strategy. And the pollution prevention strategy, the optimize process conditions, combine process water reuse and recycle, reuse TI bars, reuse giants bars, install automated dosing systems and dye machines controllers. Okay, this is the pollution prevention strategy. A pollution prevention strategy is the good quality operation practices, schedule dyeing operations to minimize machine cleaning, optimize housekeeping practices, adopt workers training programs. Okay, this is the pollution prevention strategy. Okay, and then now this is a reaction chemical consumption. Okay,